haven't won, that was rapid, we haven't seen that before.
Very much following the de Havilland path.
Yeah.
The one thing that makes this aircraft quite interesting to play to in terms of flight will get away. Other than that, it's the real genesis aircraft. The Havilland longer on 70 fuel planes plus no doubt submarine and everything. Single pilot operation, there is no fuel component to the airplane, so one person flying it. And I suppose you would have had what is now Heathrow, and I remember the flight cost 2 and 6 for a little plane flight. The first airplane I flew in, it was flown by Manish Kazarian, very well. Then after the very flying, operating these airplanes.
Constraints are still there. You know, Already Airways operate private and it's virtually an exact requirement from the
Right, short-haul British Melody Airways as was, a lot of planes they operate.
the whole audience away.
Come on, let's wave everything out so that the thing can be good. Oh, lovely. Thank you very much indeed. All along, that's it. And we want you to do that again.
We're giving away, ladies and gentlemen. They can see you.
Give him a wave.
Everybody now wave. Everybody.
Come on, they're looking out. Thanks very much.
You can hear them on the radio. They can see you, so give them a bigger wave than that. Come on. So, we'll come up.
Maybe not, maybe that's when I confident.
With a right turn, just about now. We start to make a right turn and approach the lane.
No, it just goes undercover.
Wheels up and away goes to make it completely.
Which is not very good.
Just as Melody said, I'd like to thank you for all coming today. Very, very much. Making it.
5856, the Royal Naval Historic Flight. Now have a look at this aeroplane, ladies and gentlemen. We are after this one of the frontline aircraft. They're waiting for the vaccine. Now you go away. Come on, they can see you. They can see you. Painted is the pre-war colours of a test squadron, but the HMS Royal. Whereas on the strike on the 5th, you can see those denote the commanding officers aircraft, the blue and red uniforms, right? So the colours are on. And then carry the 8, 2, 4, 3, 4, 8, the long yellow fuselage, driven by 55 the yellow squadron, summer air exercises, Hellback is
I think we're not in a bad place here.
you are planning being in a number of these aircraft, carrying torpedoes, and your task to go and stick to the Italian battlefield at Taranto Harbor. You're flying slow and slow, but a max speed of 120 miles an hour in this airplane. You've got every gun in the place trying to depress their guns low enough to shoot at you, and because you're running on a torpedo run, you have got to hold the aeroplane straight and level if your torpedo is chance to deploy and beat its target. Amazing number of stories of heroism and bravery from a bunch of Orson crew. Look at this. It looks like a very, 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 very early aircraft. Blue aircraft, right on an airplane. Rather express a personal interest in my uncle, the one Nobby Hall, who was probably on this field somewhere, I think, was actually a fleet photographer on this thing, and flew to Taranto after the Taranto race, taking photographs of Taranto race, and unarmed shortly. I don't think he was a popular man. Talk about rubbing salt in the wound, or rubbing straw, or whatever you tell you in your family, you're not Galactic, because it was built by Blackburn aircraft at Sherburne and Elba. This airplane first flew on Trafalgar Day, October the 21st,
That's a good shot there.
1941.
Looking at that crowd.
Once again, you'll see the crew possibly saluting you as they come past this time. Like yes, you can give them a huge wave. They really do appreciate it. It's not Well, this is another rare scenario. We're going back now to the dark days of the Second World War, and we can see a formation of tiger bombs, tiger trainers, coming back from navigation exercise. They're all feeling pretty good. They all found their way home. They all stayed together. They all stayed together. Didn't get lost. Didn't drop their sandwiches anywhere. But something nasty is about to happen, and whether you can guess what it is. Keep your eyes open. Keep looking at formation of chickens. Because their day is going to be spoiled in a big way very shortly. They have been sent off from a NAVEX and a bit of formation practice. As Trev said, they found their way out, they found their way back again, and are now heading home to their home airfield, their training airfield, somewhere down here on the south coast.
one's coming in over here. Not this
Very
side.
unarmed equipment. Watch out. And in goes the attack.
Using those new silent machine guns. But it's nobody seems to have noticed in the digger formation at all when anything's particularly wrong. Because they're still holding formation, they just... Oh! That was a delayed action machine gun.
Look out to sea, Jerry, and see that the enemy 108 has been engaged.
This is those parachute tests.
So, 5 Vagabonds, now piloted, making their own way home.
Right, that button for
Got 5 new Auto-Supers decided to jump out of their airplane. But they're going to get very wet, so they're flared down in the water. So we see you have one of our offshore rescue boats. Presumably, he is able to contact the Catalina, but we can't get in.
The guys are playing out just like they would have done some 55 years ago.
First one down.
They're going to come down with it.
Then release. Right, away, then landing. You'll see the parachute once they sit basically into the water landing. Parachute then gently deploys in front of all our parachutes. If it falls on them, that's when things potentially can get a bit nasty.
Just about to be.
Get down. Lower. Coming out on us.
In the water, just been rescued, we called in Host of Mars.
We are now, Catalina, be wide.
Sorry, it's short.
Wheels just at the harbour, fully closed. Wait on. And straight up from the ocean part. There we are, Paul, bring the airplane down. You can see that in the landing configuration, the wingtips actually deploy out and downwards and act as stabilizing floats. So he's bringing it over there across right to the channel. You can see the flare. Got to do it out there where he's absolutely clear. He needs to overshoot, so he's plenty of room in front of him. The large just move. Or bring the aeroplane gently down. Gently down. Not happy? Having another happy. Have another look.
That boat's in the way.
Rules apply when you're coming. On landing, you're not happy, don't mind the spirit. Chuck it away, go around again.
Corvara, who was wound up to find his leg. And something that we had planned for a long, long time. But I think James just sort of tipped the balance. Got him on the ground, twisted his arm behind his back, and made this all happen.
Got it. Here we go again, look out there. And ball brings the airplane nice and steady. Once again, those wickets have been deployed to act as stabilising floats. Brings the speed back, he's sitting there looking, he's got his stretch of water marked out. He's hoping that whoever is in the boat out there will stay out of his way. Nice, clear approach, gently down, just feeling for the water on the other boat. There it is, down. Brilliant.
I think even though we can't hear you, a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, just for us. Give us a round of applause, that was fabulous.
I'm sorry to come on a bit nearer.
It's a bit shallow here, and it's good.
Yeah,
taxi,
yeah.
I'm going to take him.
Now, what's the intention?
Come on, then bring him over.
Well, back to the scenario, we've got to get the injured down, parachuted, out to the Catalina, loaded up, Harrier pilot, whispering, flying Harrier, for a living, then decided to bring over Catalina with our late friend, John Watt. John was found killed in a tornado accident. But Paul Warren Wilson continued on with the Catalina. Now actually runs it as a survival operation. So if you want to charter this for a day out with the company, certainly can. You can, yes.
No, they don't like that off the water. That's why this is preliminary. These flights during the week that are served by the war, and fifth chopper gets the monument from those tigers. Tigers fly by South State 7 people are pointing at Jackson White and Noble Rookie. 5 off the 9. Tigers, see they go off this for the time. See? There goes number 2.
We're going to make history again, sir. We just made history by landing, and we're going to make history by taking off. All of this happens, we've done it.
Good old Bobby Wilson. Someday, viewing the listeners on either side of the hole. Taking a very good panorama. Really, that's what you do. Putting up their line.
You will never see it anywhere else in the country, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want you like that. Take it about. Look at that. A Caterina mate, going down the circle. It helps the lead. It's fabulous. I've been to the Minnesota in my time.
That ferry they're getting shocked on that.
Yeah, I'm very, very lucky to
These guys are loads to get playing.
To the flight kick that.
That pilot, like they do in Tony Acorns.
You've got to go now.
Now, if I say power going on,
Have a good shot from that ferry.
at the front, out the back, coming up, and it's not moving very fast. Both of them, those big crack switches, burning and turning, up on the set, pick the dial, and all done. All half wobbly, wobbly will be actively only nice when you actually key on the control. You actually pull back,
You might do a couple of passes.
I think for the little luck, now to be corrected that there was no Spitfire showing up. Well, I think that was good.
There we go, give it away, continue down here, ladies and gentlemen, play with the American units, play well done to them, and all the other business. There it is now. Bob Thompson brings it in. This airplane, operated by Intrepid Aviation, which is David Gilmore. David Gilmore. This is
Airport Express stepped in at the last minute and provided us with the finance to have the aircraft here. And Dusty himself is thinking of buying a share in this aircraft.
That tune as well.
We wish you well with the negotiations in buying the aircraft. I don't know which they're going to buy.
Let's let it speak for itself. Bob Thompson does a great display of this airplane. The yellow jack for the Royal Air Force display team, all Patrick 1964. They come to the red arrow. The red is matched as well. And looking at the performance of this airplane, you can see why. Appropriately enough for David Gilmore's aeroplane. Look at the way Rob Thompson flies. It's just showing how the sun
up the flight. That's the oldest one still flying down
Yeah, I like it.
So I just looked at either. Which one's going to be the lower? I guess the one on the right.
Don't need a full day. Top of the commanding the Battlebrook Memorial flight in the older where they took part on the stage.
Good display there.
The road is around 62 feet and weighs approximately 10 metric tons. Got a maximum speed of 135 knots and cruise normally cruise at 110 knots. It has a range of approximately 400 nautical miles. As you can see now, the man in the water, a volume of orange-coloured smoke indicating distress. Orange-coloured smoke is one of the 12 or so internationally recognised distress signals. One of the biggest threats of a helicopter operation is the wind. The helicopter cannot hover unless it's got a good wind supply without using its engines to the utmost. It's got 2 engines, but it can actually hover with 1 engine if the wind is strong enough. It's coming in now. You've got auto hover. It can lock its position and stay on position here. Part of the day is Rob Flexer and a co-pilot Simon Hornby, and as you can see now the winch operator coming down, and a big rattle, and then it goes up by the winch operator in course. This is a Calcutta lifeboat, green class lifeboat. And she's kept down just underneath the Coast Guard tower in Calcutta Smith.
Now, the object of this exercise is to get the helicopter to keep it out of the way. In other words, it's a long fuel efficient, it doesn't very hovering, but we could get it to the right.
That's right, yes. Okay. Here comes the winchman now, no doubt. Taking some much better concentration on behalf of the lifeboat because maintaining a steady course. The winch has a lift of 600 pounds and it also has electronic guillotine, so if you check a valve in the electric guillotine, you can automatically cut it with one.
There he goes. Richmond's dive. Dive.
Not next to his binoculars. Up in one day, and winds down. There is a dog up here.
Box formation so that every quadrant of the sky was covered by at least 3 sets of machine guns. And it didn't work like that. They were sent out to bomb daylight. Hundreds upon hundreds of these aircraft and their crews were down during those days. Could not keep an airplane of this size in the sky without members of the Sally B Support Club provide that help and encouragement and that enthusiasm to keep the airplane going. These instructors remain volunteers, maintain the aircraft in the loop before, rather than having to do from the gunship beyond there. With all of the pushing that through, making an engine and working on the airplane. Freezing cold. There has been one big cold door. Could it go somewhere? Oh, look at it. Keep bringing in Sally here. Lovely. Loader on. Bomb doors open. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Jump ways now. Go on, it's a good way.
That was for a
51. The cover of the lighting that comes out.
Here it comes.
These are floating solo routine. The 3 aircraft will join up.
Do the thing.
One way I think before, but that's there's a little jitterbugger in front of us here. Go on. Ready? 30 seconds.